South Fayette at halftime. The South Fayette Lions leading the Highlands Golden Rams 54-14. The Wireless Zone is the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America, offering the most popular smartphones, tablets, connected devices, and all the latest accessories with award-winning customer service. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Wireless Zone has 12 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Rams fans, your Wireless Zone headquarters are in the Natrona Heights at the Walmart Plaza or at Pittsburgh Mills Mall next to J.C. Penney and across from Victoria's Secret. You can call Natrona Heights at 724-224-4590 or the Mills at 724-275-1154. Or find Wireless Zone store nearest you simply by visiting wirelesszone.com. Dean, we've got some numbers and they're very strange.
Very strange. You were absolutely right, Mike. The statistics do lie because Highlands trailing here 54-14. They've got more first downs than South Fayette, 9-8. Passing yardage does a big difference. South Fayette 220, Highlands 142. Rushing Highlands 37, South Fayette only 30. Total yards, South Fayette 250, Highlands 179. Third down conversion, South Fayette 2 of 3. Highlands 3 of 8. Penalties, a big problem for us, 7 for 65. They've had 4 for 30. We've only had the one turnover. Mike, you're so right. Time of possession. Highlands, 16 minutes and 23 seconds. South Fayette only 7 minutes and 37 seconds to put up 54 points. There used to be a term for that, Mike. It's called blitzkrieg.
I have another stat that might be the most telling one of the half. South Fayette's average starting field position, the Highlands 35-yard line.
You just can't do that?
No, you can't. Because if you do, you might give up 54 points, and that's what happens. So South Fayette will get the ball, and we'll see what kind of substitution patterns that Coach Rossi has decided to go with here. Again, we're keeping our eye on Knock at Newcastle because, yes, it does make a difference. And we'll be getting into that here in the second half, how Highlands still alive for a playoff spot, even with a loss here tonight.
That's the coaching staff was next door to us, and before they went down, I said, here's the only good news I have for you. And I gave them the half.
Fondrick is kicking off, so here comes an onside kick. And there's an onside kick.
Oh.
And Johnny just plastered the receiver, but a great job by the hands team. As big number 70, Joey Russo, of all people, comes up with it. Well, bad news. Knock on a Mullen 10-yard run and a Goodland 2-point conversion. Knock has taken a 21-14 lead over Newcastle at Newcastle. And another thing, they can't win by a lot because that's going to hurt us on point differential. So if Knock wins that game, it's going to make things very difficult. Highlands still wouldn't be dead. But
Cat is running out of lives, Mike. We said that earlier, and again, not much we can do here, but we'll scoreboard watch with you. Keep us posted, please.
First down at the 50. The numbers on the sleeves are impossible. High snap. The quarterback is Henry Lex, and the ball is loose, and Lex grabs it.
Danny Timmons gets a sack, Mike. And they do have some substitutions out there for the Lions. Highlands still has their first unit out there defensively.
Again, the mercy rule in effect, and that's a loss from the 50 all the way back to the 36-yard line. It's a 14-yard loss.
I like what Coach Girardi did, Mike. Just put Brock White in to one of the safeties to get Seth Cohen out of there.
2nd and 24. Lex is the quarterback. And the give is to 28, and that's Shea Aiken.
Penalty marker.
Flags are flying. That's the only thing that can stop the clock during the mercy rules. A lot of penalties.
Ethan Jones made the tackle.
Aiken getting up to the 40, and we'll see what the flag's about. Let's see if we can pick it up. Charlie Watts.
Charlie.
Another big penalty against the Rams.
80-yard.
First down.
Two. Highlands territory.
At the 46. Pulled in by Goodnight. Javon Goodnight, it's pulled in.
Loveland made the stop.
We'll be saying goodnight here soon. The pass from the 46 down to the 37, it's a 9-yard gain.
So is this young man the heir apparent?
I don't know.
Henry Lex.
Second and 1. Lex is back, steps up, looking, fires. Beautiful play by DJ, and the flag is down. You've got to be kidding. Loveland made a good defensive play to knock it down. He did have a hand on the back of the intended receiver, Doug Brandy, but they're going to call pass interference, I guess.
Now, as soon as they mark the penalty, though, we go back to clock running.
Right. That was a good play, wasn't it?
I thought so.
Penalty bugaboo again. Highlands up to 95 yards.
I say, is Henry Lux the heir apparent? He probably thought he was last year.
He's a junior.
Yep, because Mr. Devon come out of, well, I wouldn't say nowhere. I'd say West Elm.
Well, he came out of Imperial.
That's it.
Or Oakdale. First down at the 22.
But we heard there was a $400,000 house involved. So somebody made it.
I could see where those are out here, that's for sure. Lex is back, and he throws it for the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown.
Penalty marker, too.
There's the flag's down at the 4. Brandy caught it. I don't know if they're going to call interference on Loveland again. Let's see. Offensive pass interference.
Doesn't count then. Take that one off the board, Mike.
So the only thing that's happened in the second half, it's been all penalties.
A lot of these new housing plans make the signs are up starting in the 4s.
You don't mean 40,000, Dean?
No, 400,000. By the way, Mike, I'm looking forward to seeing number 37, Eli Snyder, come out here. That's Bubba's son.
How about that?
I'm looking for him right now. Let's see how we go 37. Yeah, he's out there, Mike. He's playing tight end.
Junior?
He's a big one.
Bubba's a wrestler, you know. We used to go watch Bubba wrestle all the time.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Well,
he's great on the mic. You might find that hard to believe.
Our former bus driver at Courtney was starstruck and wanted to meet him. I take him over.
And the give is to Aiken off the left side, breaks the tackle, and gets it down to the 32-yard line. Booker was down there along with White.
And I said, Bubba, this is one of your biggest fans, Courtney, and she just stood there. I said, as we left, this is where you're supposed to say something, Courtney.
Right, exactly. Gain of 5. Second down, 20.
Very pleasant to poke up a hamburger.
8:30 to go. Third quarter, 54-14 Lions. High snap again. Lex has trouble with it.
Ball's loose.
He
Who
batted it down. It looked like he was spiking a volleyball. Timmons covers him back at the 37-yard line.
And he gets another sack. That's his second of the second half. Both on bad snaps.
And 4 for Highlands tonight, by the way.
Yeah.
That's really the only reason they didn't have very many rushing yards. You had to subtract the sack yardage. Third down now for South Fayette. 3rd and 25 at their 37-yard line. The Highlands 37. Started this drive at the 50, which was, you know, some of their worst field position. Go figure. Good night in motion. Another high snap. The ball's loose. Still loose. Picked up by White. He can't keep his feet, but Highlands will have it at the 38-yard line.
Nice job by Brock White to get the fumble recovery. And a go-around offense goes to work.
So the Rams will have great field position. And Henry Lex is not going to have good rushing stats.
Talk about that buzz being put in reverse, huh?
Man, tell me about it. So Highlands will now take over. 1st and 10 on the Lions, 37-yard line.
Seth Cohen's doing there at quarterback.
Brock White the setback. And to give to White. cuts it. And he gets to the 35. 2-yard pickup.
Brock 6 carries, 14 yards. Again, he came in late in the second quarter.
Game 3, 2nd and 7.
Less than 7 to go, third quarter. Again, mercy rule in effect. The only time that stops is when the officials signal the clock to stop.
Interesting story to tell you about the officials, Mike.
What about Charlie Watts' days with the Rolling Stones?
No. About a local hero, they're calling him.
Right out of the pistol, and he is wrapped up by the middle of that line. And there was Eli Snyder.
There you go. How neat is that for Bubba to call his son's name out? I know the feeling. 10 years ago I got to do that.
Third down for Highlands. We'll call it 6 at the South Fayette 34. And Cohen's back. Going to throw a little dump off to White. Tries to make a man miss with the spin move and gets to the 29-yard line. He'll be a yard short of a first down.
Guess they're going to go for it here, Mike. How many do you give him on that play?
5.
147 now for set.
Fourth down. 1. Play action, and Cohen's going to throw it out of the backfield. It's caught. That's a first down to Gillette inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. First down for the Rams. They move the chains. They're 10th of the night.
17.
Let's see where they put it, the 15-yard line. 14-yarder.
161 now for Seth. And more important, first down, Golden Rams.
Chains move, the clock moves. Give it to White. Gets a block, cuts it. He's at the 10.
Nice
cuts
cut
inside 5.
Touchdown.
Brock White to the end zone. Touchdown, Highlands.
Boy, Mike, he showed some shiftiness on that play, didn't he?
I've seen those moves before.
Yeah. Does it look familiar to you?
Yes, sir. Very much. I don't think he's as big as his dad was.
I just like how he shifted that ball from the left to the right arm, and then, like you said, stuck that foot in the ground not once, not twice, 3 times to get the run.
It's a 15-yard Brock White touchdown. J.C. Bowser on for the extra point at the post to our right, and she bangs it through at 4:41, third quarter. And the South Fayette lead has been cut to 54-21.
So a South Fayette touchdown turned into a Highlands touchdown. How do you like
How
that?
about that?
There's a chance to talk about B&J Sports, located at 1605 Freeport Road in Toronto Heights. They've been outfitting your local teams with great sports fans of the AK Valley for more than 45 years. Love your sweatshirt tonight, Mike.
It's tremendous.
Put a picture of it on Facebook. That was courtesy of B&J Sports.
The boosters got that from me.
Yep, and they go to B&J too, like you should too. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch, customized high school jackets, sweatshirts, team uniforms, trophies, plaques, you name it. They have it at B&J Sports. Open 9 to 5:30 weekdays, 9 till noon on Saturdays. Stop in and give Glenn a call at 724-226-2762. 5 decades says it all. B&J Sports. Mike, I was talking about the local referee that they're calling a hero up in the northern counties because the Union Cameron County, I don't even know where it is, Cameron County, I know it's north, they're going to have to cancel their game on Friday because they didn't have enough refs. Well, your buddy Carl Arabia Jr. of Lower Burl stepped in. He's a referee. He found 2 of his friends who were willing to drive up there 3 hours to make sure that game went off. And
Great stuff.
Yep, and they wouldn't have had it without him. It was their senior night, so they were very fortunate to get Carl to step in.
Well, Bowser kicks it out of bounds again, and that out-of-bounds kickoff brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Basketball training for third graders all the way up through varsity and beyond. That's Mason Elite Hoops. You can find them on Twitter at Mason Elite Hoops.
So we think we have trouble in the city with referees, Mike, and these outer counties, they're really having trouble. You know what they're talking about? Having to play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday games.
Just so they have enough refs to go around?
Isn't that something?
Oh, that's terrible.
Yep.
South Fayette will start at their 35 for Henry Lex.
Looks like Highlands put a lot of subs in, Mike. Let's see what we got out here.
I think Henry would like it if he could get the snaps actually snapped to him.
Chris Dombrowski in there. R.J. Jones.
Good snap to Lex this time. And here they come after him on a jailbreak, and he throws it to the popcorn vendor in the Highlands sideline. Rams busted through that time. Nathan Riddell and Max Weston had the pressure.
Yep, so they're mixing in some starters with second unit guys out there.
Why is the clock stopped?
Shouldn't. Well, I would say one reason is Bubba's kid's in there, so he wants to keep it out there as long as he can.
The clock. Okay, now somebody realized.
All right.
I think they waited to get it marked. No, he just let it go. Second down and 10.
We played that game with Quaker Valley. I run the clock for the middle school games, and I said the over and under were 3 hours because Quaker Valley ran the spread offense, and they did not complete a lot of passes. So it was a lot of stoppage, and not even near to Mercer. Like I said, it was 22-20. It was a very exciting game, but just took forever, as Bob Tatter would say. Good to see Chris Dombrowski back out there, returning from that knee injury.
Connor Harkaric, the ball carrier.
Rydell brought him down.
Side. He got to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 1.
Along with Noah Gillette.
Third down, 9 yards to go. Knock continues to lead at Newcastle, 21-14. Knock trying to get to 3 and 4 and at least give themselves a chance. They will be done with conference play tonight. They'll have 2 non-conference games to finish out their season.
That's a bit odd, huh? Schedule makers had to do it somewhere, though, huh?
3rd and 9.
Looked like movement before.
Lex throws it to the near side of the field. Oh, and a nice leaping fingertip catch by Tristan Badillion. And he's got a first down with a flag flying from the heavens as he's taken out of bounds at the Highlands 45-yard line. Let's see what that's all about.
Do you think they're called horse collar there, Mike? It looked like the same tackle that they did on Seth Cohen earlier. Well, we've been penalized 90 yards here.
Let's listen to Charlie.
Oh, man.
So the play's down to the 42, plus the 15.
Should I be complaining when you're down by 33?
If it's wrong, yeah.
I mean,
if it's wrong, yeah.
Did you see him?
I didn't. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
First down, South Fayette at the Highlands 26.
Jet motion.
And Gillette
Yikes. I
with
felt
the
that up here.
stick on Harkaric, and down he goes.
That little high snap threw the timing off, and Gillette threw his timing off. That is tackle number 9 for Noah, with the sack included.
2nd and 13.
That guy, Mike, always gives you effort. 2 minutes ago here, they're down 30-some, but he's playing hard every snap. Comes by it honestly, I think.
Yes, he does. We'll get to remember A&B Pizza Trivia coming up, 4th quarter. Probably going to tell you about Planet Fitness first, and then we'll go right into it. It's going to be... We'll probably have to go quick because, you know, things are moving quickly here.
A race against time, huh?
Henry Lutz, the junior quarterback, in relief of Jamie Diven, who was all as advertised. Yater in motion. Harkaric, the ball carrier. And Riddell got a handle on him, and Harkaric was having trouble hanging onto the football as Riddell ran him to the ground at the 27-yard line.
Chris Dombrowski also in that stop, Mike.
3rd and 11 now. Bubba's getting all his live reads in.
Yes, seems like us. He's pushing them all in.
3rd down, 11. South Fayette at the Highlands 27. Lions 54, Highlands 21. 1 minute left of the third.
Boy, Joe Ross has done a great job here, Mike. Just keeps trying.
1:24:20.
That's a great job.
Lutz in trouble. Lost the football and gets back on it. Gillette came flying through there, and Chris Dombrowski made the cover up.
So Chris gets the sack, but Noah did the dirty work.
He did.
4th and 16.
We have to have 5 sacks tonight.
Lex keeps having trouble with the snap.
4th and 16, and South Fayette's just going to let the quarter run out. The final play of the third quarter with the Rams trailing at 54-21. Well, Planet Fitness at the Heights Plaza in Natrona Heights is your home of the judgment-free zone. You said you saw Jeff Campbell up there today. Of course, Ed Flowers had plenty to say about it, I understand. Planet Fitness provides a unique setting where everyone, and we mean everyone, is free to work out in a non-intimidating environment for only $10 a month. It's fully staffed, 24/7. They're open. Teens 13 to 15 can join accompanied by an adult, 18 or older each time they visit, and 16-year-olds are able to have their own membership. Remember, memberships are available for as low as $10 a month. Why are you stopping now? Get in before the holidays and get this taken care of so you don't have to be rushing in there in January when everybody and their brother's trying to get in the door.
And if you're watching us on the internet, Mike, today is the last day to get joined for only $5. So get up there today, $5 to join.
Do that. Get in there. Get it done at the Heights Plaza, Planet Fitness.
A&B Pizza Trivia time, Mike. We have a scoring question. So we've been lighting up the scoreboard here. We've got 75 points on the scoreboard. Can you believe that? We're still only in the third quarter, starting the fourth. Scoring question is very simple. Who leads the WPL in scoring this year?
Okay.
What team?
What team? All right, it looks like Coe is out there to try to pad his stats.
Wow.
This is going to be a 49-yard field goal. He made a 45-yarder.
This is for the highlight film in case...
right, this is in case the scholarship isn't coming. You can also count this as overkill.
Yeah, well, he supposedly won a Temple, but let's see if it...
And maybe he's trying to get to something better. Rossi holds it. 49 yards. Snap, ball down, goes kick, on its way. It's no good. That's what you call karma.
There you go. That was kind of unnecessary, but they did it, okay? Give you a hint. South Fayette is in the running, but they're not number one. Looks like they could have been doing things like
Seriously.
that. But number one team in scoring.
Number one team in scoring. Trivia time, A&B Pizza time. Call 724-224-5311 to order your A&B Pizza now. Serving the AK Valley since 1958. They're open Sunday through Saturday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And remember, if I somehow figure this out, everybody out there gets $1 off. Just tell them Mike and Mike sent you. And we'll be working on that. The highest scoring team in the WPIAL.
I'll give you a hint. I mentioned them earlier as one of the unbeatens. Duh.
So they are unbeaten.
Crowley now the wide receiver. Let's see, they have a quarterback. Is that Xavier?
Xavier Smith.
He's going to put his 100% rating on the line.
Give it to Brock White. And White is just strung out well by this South Fayette defense, and they run him out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
So it looks like a JV game broke out here in the fourth quarter.
Kind of did. It's kind of what you said, isn't it?
Yep, so far. We'll see what happens.
Now I'm trying to remember the unbeatens that you said. How about class? Give me a big school, small school?
Medium.
Medium-sized school. Unbeaten medium-sized school. No, it's not in 4A, is it?
No, 3A.
3A. Below us. Aliquippa.
Aliquippa is correct. Mike gets $1 off everybody's pizza. Mike, they're averaging 54.6 points per game. Oh, fumble.
Smith has to go back and dive on it at the 10-yard line. Backup quarterback's having trouble with snaps here tonight.
Yep. Which always brings up who's the backup center. Mike, for pineapple topping for free, if you get this right, who's number 2? Do you like pineapple on your pizza?
Yes, I do. I like Hawaiian pizza, pineapple ham. I can do it.
We're considered to be odd.
And that's weird because I don't normally like anything that's outside the norm when it comes to stuff like that. And I
love pineapple.
We're getting thumbs down from the veranda out there.
Okay, well.
I think it's great.
To each his own.
I haven't had pizza in a while. I'm too.
Over the ball here. Hildebrandt's still in there at center.
Third down now and 20. Clock winds to 10 minutes. Smith going to give it to White. White cuts it through there, wades through, and gets up to the 20-yard line. He gets those 10 back.
The problem is we need a 20.
39 yards for Brock Wright. Remember, A&B Pizza, 2418 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Call them at 724-224-5311.
The hint is that Aliquippa is averaging 54.6. This team is averaging 53.3. Hello. By the way, not mentioned in the undefeateds.
Shady Sonic Academy. I know. Price punts it. That was
Fair catch, fumbled,
and the ball is loose. It's a muff, and it's picked up by Harkaric, the freshman, number 27, gets back on it at the 42-yard line.
DJ Loveland got the tackle, almost got the recovery. No pineapple for you.
No pineapple for me. Who is
Charleroi? Can you believe that? Charleroi is averaging 53.3 points a game.
My dad used to work in Charleroi. I used to go down there with him on Saturdays sometimes. It's not a place you want to go to very often.
Down there by Manessa.
It ain't like here.
No, that's a little different crew down here. But it's nice to see their...
Oh, I'm so glad that they're paying attention to the South Fayette sideline.
When you have 75 kids, they get in the way.
They just gave them a get-back warning. So it's first down Lions at the 42. Still no change up in Newcastle. We'll be there next week.
We want to be there for a reason. Come on, Red Hurricanes.
Well, even if it goes the other way, we're still alive.
It's much better if it goes our way.
It's true. This is Shea Aiken off the left side. Big hole up over the 50, the 45, and knocked out of bounds for a South Fayette first down in Highlands territory. The new quarterback is Naman Alameda, number 10. Tall drink of water.
Yep, Jocka made the tackle. What grade is he, Mike?
Alameda is a sophomore. But hold the phone, there's a holding call coming. It's coming back against the Lions.
Boy, he is a big kid. Let's get the height on that guy.
He is 6'4", 180, a sophomore.
Wow. Is he the heir apparent, Mike?
Might be.
Tell you what, he's got the size. He's got that South Fayette size. I like the quarterbacks in the 6'2", 6'4" range.
So after all that, the ball's on the 42 and it's first and 10. Pretend that never happened.
I already have.
Good night, the motion man. Alameda back. And he fires it to the far side. Goodnight has it, breaks a tackle, and gets a first down, and the Rams finally bring him down at the 47-yard line.
Fondrick and Booker in on the stop. And again, I don't know about anybody home, but I have no problem with throwing the ball here. We're getting their work in. Like you said, simple solution, stop it, right?
Good night with the catch there.
That goes on the old name team. Right next to the patient cold.
Less than 8 to go, 54-21. Rams have the only score of the second half, a Brock White touchdown run. Alameda out of the pistol. Now we have whistles.
I think they took too much time.
They may have, which is unusual for them. Now it was a false start. They were hurrying, but they're not used to taking the play clock down.
No.
And it kind of throws them out of their rhythm. First and 15.
They're going to let us start again, Mike. They're not going to be in a rush to get down.
Next week, the Lions will be at Ambridge, and they finish up at Montour.
Nice job that time on tackle.
Aiken, the ball carrier. Gets it up to the 50 for a couple.
That was Noah Miller, Mike. Stepped right in there. Knocked him back that time.
That's Shea Aiken, not Clay Aiken. Second and 13 for the Lions.
Clay's still strumming that guitar someplace.
I think he ran for Congress, didn't he? He didn't win. I don't think he won. North Carolina. See how successful those American Idols are? This is Alameda throwing it to the near side of the field, and it's incomplete as he tried to get it to Javon Goodnight.
Chalk him on the coverage for the Golden Ram.
3rd and 13 now. Knock leading by 7. If that's how that ends up, they'd finish their point differential at -8. Highlands lost tonight. As this is going, they're going to be -17. Tell you that Highlands would have to win, not only win next week, but now you're talking about winning by double figures.
That'll be a tough.
Because what you're trying to do now is get Highlands into a 3-way tie as the pass by Alameda is complete over the middle into the Highlands 42-yard line. It's pulled in by Jimmy Matovich.
Brought down by DJ Loveland.
So the 3-way tie you're trying to forge at 3 and 4 is Highlands, Newcastle, and Beaver. If it's Highlands, Knock, and Beaver, it makes it a little bit more difficult because you're going to be down to points. Because they'd all be 1-1-1 against each other.
So what if it's the other way?
Well, if it's Newcastle, Highlands, and Beaver, Highlands goes because they beat them both.
That means Newcastle has to win tonight, though.
That is very important. That is really the most important thing. 4th and 5 now. If they won tonight and Highlands beat them next week and then Beaver lost twice, Highlands would be in the playoffs.
Ooh.
Here's an incomplete pass as he tried
Saw
to
that coming.
swing it over to the near side, far side of the field to Connor Harkaric. Cam Taylor had the coverage. It's incomplete and the ball goes over on downs. So that's what they're trying to get. We're trying to get a tie at 3 and 4 with Highlands, Beaver, and either Newcastle or Knock keeps Highlands alive. Here's the Beaver situation. Next week they would need to lose to Montour at home, and then they would have to lose at Blackhawk the last week of the season with Highlands winning next week at Newcastle. It's conceivable. It is doable. But they got to play a whole lot better than this.
Yes, and it turns on what happens up in Newcastle as to whether it's point differential.
We're going down to point differential or whether we're going just down to a strict head-to-head between the 3 teams.
Xavier Smith still in a quarterback.
Xavier perfect on the year, as the dean said. 3 for 3.
Uh-oh. There's your whistle.
False start on the Rams. I'm running out of room.
That's our 11th penalty tonight.
Do you have 115?
Yeah, that's not good. And the 11th part.
And the other part about this, talking about Newcastle, if Newcastle loses tonight, they'll be 1 and 4 conference, 3 and 5 overall. Not the kind of year you expect out of that. And they'll be mad as Hornets when we go up there next week.
I thought they were coming on too, Mike. You know.
Well, Knock has been.
Yeah.
Knock's been pretty good, and
they have a McKnight kid.
Knock played these guys a lot tougher than we are.
He's going in the air.
Smith is throwing.
4 for 4, baby.
And a leaping catch by Elijah Fondrick, and he's out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
How about our man Xavier Smith?
4 for 4. That's a 5-yard pickup.
And number 84, Johnson.
Not too many quarterbacks come in wearing number 81.
No. My old-time favorite is John Hader. He wore 21.
21. He had an odd number. Uh-oh. Early snap.
There's the give, and dipping and diving is Brock White. Up over the 45 to the 47-yard line. Gets 5 more. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Rams as the clock winds to 3:25. I want to thank the crew here. They take care of us each year. Athletic Director Mark Keener, and of course Kathy Demian in the office, taking care of us, making sure, and especially thanks to Kathy. She even appreciates my humor.
There you go.
3rd down and 5.
I got to wait for 12 carries, 59, Mike.
Yeah, he's having a good game.
Yep. Really split to the left.
On 3rd and 5. Smith is back. He's going to throw it deep, and it's incomplete. He tried to get it out there to Brian Jones.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there goes the 100% completion rate. But he's up to 80%. That's still not too shabby.
4th and 5 at 2.5 to go.
Looks like the Golden Rams are going to go for it here, Mike.
play in from the sidelines. Xavier Smith, the junior.
Is he the heir apparent?
There's been a lot of that tonight, huh? Uh-oh. Has trouble with the snap, but there's whistles.
Man, I was going to say, don't stop the play. Caught the ball.
That might be a first down.
Keep the
We're going to
drive
have to take a
alive.
look at it. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, he's
inches.
going to mark it by first down.
It is a first down.
Yeah.
How about that?
So the referee walking up the sidelines.
First down, Highlands. We're at 2 minutes and counting. Now the clock operator's not even stopping it for penalties. So
I don't blame him. I'm at 9:25, Mike. My 9:23 is a little
you're a little off.
underrated.
Yeah.
We'll make that up on the road.
I'm sure you will. Another high snap. And the handoff is to Kyron Long. Trying to cut it up in there, and he gets it down to the 45-yard line of the Lions. Second and 7.
And every play we see different substitutions. I'm sure Coach Ross is going to say, do we have any seniors left? Look, get them all out there.
The size of that
I know,
roster.
75 kids. Unbelievable.
There was a day when every roster I did was that size. It had 2 full columns.
Oh, yeah. I used to have to locker them in 2 different locker rooms.
Second and 7 for Highlands, 1:05 to go. And Smith is throwing, and it's incomplete as he tried to get it to Crilly, but it just was behind him a little bit.
Now we have kids, Mike, they have like apartments. You know, usually you get a locker, one's expanded, 1 to the left, and the other guy's got 2 to the right. You know, so. And it looks like they're actually living in the locker. You know? And we have these nice name markers. They're magnetic and has a kid's name and number. And when I put out the uniform Thursday, I always depend on that. They're playing the silly game of moving their magnets.
Oh, 3rd and 7, and Kyron Long is hit in the backfield by Johnson and knocked down for a loss of 5. That might be it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the last play of the game.
At 15 seconds, the Rams aren't going to try to run another one, and South Fayette proved all they needed to in the first half. They led it 54-14 at the break. The Rams got an oh-by-the-way touchdown in the second half, and that makes the final 54-21. Dean, final thoughts?
Well, Mike, I'm waiting to see what happens up at Newcastle tonight, and that's going to determine where we stand next week. And again, we're going to go in with a chance, but I like our chances better. All we had to do was win.
That is correct. All right, let's wrap it up. Thanks to everybody here at South Fayette. Thanks to John Danknish outside. Once again, that final score, South Fayette 54, Highlands 21. For the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik. So long, everybody.